doesn't take naps because he's 4.
Okay.
So cuddling with him is like a 2-minute max. And I was like, Seth had just gotten up to go to the bathroom. I heard the bathroom door open. I'm like, Seth, come get your kid. And then he picked up Roman. Come on, Roman. We gotta let her sleep.
Well, yeah, because I mean, you worked all night, so
Yeah. And I work tonight.
if nothing else, it is an option.
Okay, sorry about that. Okay, so simple plants. Okay, so there's the fern, the simple flower. Oh, it's a pink flower seed. Okay, small hybrids. Okay. Oh, so there are combinations that you can do too. Okay. Large hybrids. Okay. Chip chip plant is the four ferns. So we're gonna have to play around and see which ones go to which, I guess. Okay. Where'd he go? Uh, oh, there he is. Okay. Hello. Here we are, back inside the shop. What a whirlwind adventure you and I have been on. Okay, why is this so complicated? I thought tea was simple. So did I. Goodness no, tea making will crush the mind. It will. Uh, yeah, if this is all too much information, please, then perhaps we should take a small break just to let our minds relax a bit. Oh, bro, could tell a joke. Oh, no. Sure, tell me this joke. Let's see how bad it is. Okay, okay. Here's the joke. A librarian and a farmer are eating dinner in a fancy restaurant. Suddenly, one of them notices a sign that says no librarians or farmers allowed. They both become quite scared that they're going to be kicked out of the restaurant. When suddenly the farmer removes his mask and reveals he's actually an astronaut. Hmm, or maybe, actually, hang on. Oh no, what if they are eating dinner in space and the sign says no astronauts? Oh my goodness. Okay, yes, that's much funnier. Are you improvising this joke? Yes. Why? Well, bro is attempting a more organic feeling for the joke. That way, the humor is feeling light and fresh. Wouldn't you agree? No, this is dumb. Stop. Okay, all right. Librarian and a farmer are eating dinner in a restaurant in space, and the sign says no astronauts allowed. This means there's no concern for them to be kicked out of the restaurant until both of them remove their masks and they're both astronauts. Oh no, this is a tragedy. Surely they are going to be kicked out of the space restaurant. But then, let's see. But then a sign removes its mask too, and the sign, uh, and it isn't a sign after all. It's the dessert menu. They both order dessert. One asks for custard, the other asks for a banana split. Then after dessert, they leave the restaurant and go to a movie theater. Is this joke going somewhere? Miss, this is all part of the process. Humor cannot be rushed. Yeah, but it has to get somewhere eventually. Do not worry. With Captain Boro in charge, this joke boat will be steered safely into the harbor of laughs. Okay. Okay. So after dinner, they go to the movie theater and they look at what movies are playing. My goodness, many movies are showing. There are some comedies, some dramas, a couple of horror films, and let's see. Oh, I've got this. Here's the punchline. So one of the astronauts says, "How about this movie? It's called The Train That Ran Out of Fuel." And the other one says, "No thanks. I hear it really loses steam at the end." Oh, God. Oh, no, 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 no. Do you get it? The movie and the train both lose steam. Wait, what's the point of the astronauts? Why was the whole section of the joke where they ate dinner and took off their masks? Ah, that was character building, creating context. You see, the first half of the joke helps you to care about them. You're invested in their story. No, I'm not. I don't care about the astronauts at all. I see. Well, this is all useful feedback. Bro will be refining and workshopping his materials going forward. Oh boy. At any rate, that delightful diversion into comedy has left us both refreshed and relaxed. I don't think so. Shall we go back to the tea making? I'd much rather be making tea. I'm quite excited because the next step is the most important of all. Okay, behold the tea machine. All right. Wow, that is one complicated looking tea machine. Okay. Vital part of tea, prepping tea. It is user friendly. Miss Duden, do not I do not even know. Okay, but for your convenience, I will add a few new pages to your field guide. How to use the tea machine. Pour the water, climb the ladder until you reach the rope hanging the ceiling, pull the rope down towards to pour a fresh batch of water. Once there's water in the orb, pump the furnace to heat the water. Keep it going until the water is boiling and steam rises. They will also explain where to be using the tea ball and the chip fruit that we made earlier. How does that sound? Would you like to try using the instructions to make tea? Okay. All right, so climbing up the ladder, I'm pulling the rope. Okay. To heat up the water, simply climb down the ladder a bit to reach the bellows. Pump the bellows while keeping the heat at exactly the right temperature. Once the water is fully boiling, this step will be complete. Okay, so go down a little bit. Oh, gets a little bit harder. Ah, now that's some steaming hot water. You're doing quite well so far, managing our complicated tea machine with ease. Tell me, are Burrow's instructions helpful, or would you rather be figuring out the rest of the machine on your own? Keep giving me these instructions. Of course, I am more than happy to. Next, you will rotate the ladder to the right. until you reach the valve. Kick the valve and it will transfer our boiling water over to the infuser. Um, and just like that, our water scurries over to the infuser. Okay? While the infuser is open, position yourself in front of it with an item in your hand. You can reach the infuser from the bridge or while on the ladder, whichever you prefer. Then you toss any item into the infuser, any item at all. This is, of course, where you will be placing a tea ball and a chip into the mixture. Give it a shot. Okay. Okay, so seed pocket, chip. There's the chip. Okay. Now we need to go down. Whoa. What the heck is this? Okay. All right. I'll grab a T-ball. Back out. Climb up. Oh, I can't climb up. I guess we'll go around. Ooh, okay. And then up and over. Go on here. There we go. Well done. The water will only be changing color once you have added your T-ball. Okay, one more valve to kick, and then we will be moving to our final step. Okay. Okay, the finished tea has been transferred to our final orb, the pomade. Okay, the next step will be to get off the ladder, find an empty cup, and place it on the grate below. Then pull the rope you see here in order to pour tea into a cup. And that's it. You will be having yourself one shiny new cup of chip tea. Congratulations. And you can even pour multiple cups of tea from the same batch if you wish. Okay, so down. Now we need to find a cup. Take the cup. Place it there. Okay.